What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 5 of our Vegas Raiders franchise mode here in Madden 26. In today's episode, the plan, pending crash out, is to finish the regular season. We have 5 games remaining. Quickly, I hyped it up at the end of the video because I just made that decision on the fly. But if you are watching this now, we do finish the regular season in today's episode. Thursday. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow night, at probably 9 Eastern, here on the C4 YouTube channel, we will be live streaming the entirety of the Vegas Raiders offseason. So come hang out, come help us make some decisions, come have a lot of fun. I'll see you there. Let's explain what's going on. We have a constant battle with our secondary. It has not been great. But when you take a look at the division, it is a tightly contested AFC West with only 1 win separating us from first place with the Kansas City Chiefs, who we already beat in the regular season. And Denver, in particular, this one is going to be showing signs of desperation because if they can beat us, they're going to be right back in the hunt of things for the AFC West. And the Broncos clearly are a team with playoff aspirations. Now, got a brand new controller here because if you didn't watch the last episode, we had a 38-35 overtime loss against the Chargers, and this happened. I could get, if he got sacked. Ball's out and fuck off! There's no way! So even though we had offensive and defensive players of the week, we lose in overtime in a divisional game that really, we win that. We're 7-5. We're tied for first place. But the fact of the matter is, I kind of just reached my breaking point. Last episode was great. We played 3 games. We won the first 2. We beat the Browns. I believe the first game was the Cowboys. And then you just had that game against the Chargers go the way that it did. And it honestly just felt like, there was no way we were winning that game. But in that game, something shined through the clouds. The sun was so bright that it wasn't all doom and gloom. It's Ashton Jeanty, who maybe, debatably, arguably, should have been a superstar X Factor out of the box as a rookie here in Madden 26. He's a superstar dev, but we were able to go into that matchup and get him a superstar X Factor, as well as like 15,000 XP. He's playing like a 95 overall, but there's a base overall. He is a 91, and he's everything we thought he could be coming out of Boise State in the NFL. One of the best running backs in the league already as a rookie. Something we're going to need to monitor in today's episode. He's healthy right now, but Geno Smith, as soon as that game went to overtime, he didn't get hit. He wasn't got hurt, returned to the game, was playing a little banged up. He's just, 34 years old in overtime. He had -11 to his throw power. 77 throw power, so just to compound the frustration, it was unbelievable wear and tear on a quarterback that was not really roughed up. I think we got sacked once by Khalil Mack in that game. No injuries, but the wear and tear, I assume that probably has something to do with his age. So in overtime, we had to go with Aiden O'Connell, old Farva from Super Troopers, and it was not a good time. I don't ever want to relive that game again. It is all focused now to close out the regular season and to get this team into the playoffs. Because, I think expectation for Raider fans right now are probably they could compete for playoffs. That is what happens when you go for a win-now move, trading for Geno Smith and drafting a day 1 starter in Ashton Jeanty, right? And you look at this offensive line, you got Colton Miller, you got Jacoby Myers. Those are certainly win-now players. I think Jackson Powers-Johnson also was drafted as a pro-ready win-now player. We hit on Dante Thornton at wide receiver. The defense certainly is, the handling of Christian Wilkins definitely wasn't a win-now move. But when you have guys like Maxx Crosby, when you got Jermaine Pratt, when you have the resurrection of Jamal Adams, who might be the best linebacker in the league this year, throw in Jeremy Chin, who came over from the Commanders in free agency, and there's more than not win-now players on this Raiders team. So you may think about the Raiders, you may think they're going to be bottom dwellers, you may think they're going to be playing for kind of where we started this series, as maybe we got to do our homework on the quarterbacks, because we could be terrible and need to find our future franchise guy. But the reality is, 6-6, not a particularly great division. The Chiefs aren't running away with it. In an hour or so, we could be in the playoffs. But I remember the first time we played the Denver Broncos this year, it was definitely not an easy game. So we're going to need to make sure. I just remember that one, Bo Nix with his legs. Like short yardage, they were letting him keep it. He was making a fool out of us. I remember Bo Nix was a dual threat recruit. Oh. Man. I mean, we know that's an issue. Big red flag for this Raiders team is tackling in the secondary. Which is weird because in a way, you know, you definitely would consider on paper Jeremy Chin would be a great tackler, one of the bigger safeties in the league, as he actually lays the lumber right there on J.K. Dobbins. But really, it's everybody else is severely lacking in that department. And, you know, as much as Jamal Adams has kind of been crushing it this year. Oh, it's a football! They go for a fullback dive. They don't have big, sexy J.J. Pegues back there. Is that going to stand? Dude, that's literally what it looked like. I don't think I've ever seen that in Madden. A botched handoff. Let me show off our new Superstar X Factor running back a little bit here today. Oh my God. Oh man. I couldn't cue that one up any better. Special player. I love the fact that it's between him and Thornton. They're running away and they're neck and neck fighting for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think we're going to get the better play out of both of them. Competition within. That is such an easy touchdown. Let's just break your ankles and he's gone. Goes in a 3rd and long situation. We'll try and protect the sticks as best we can with Jamal Adams. There's Portland Sutton, man. I'm not gonna lie, I had that. I had perfect coverage. And I will say Jamal Adams' injury is significant. We have another linebacker, another redemption linebacker that's been used sparingly on the bench in Devin White. I've seen Devin White call-outs in the comments. Can we get him on the field? Well, we'll just choose our 2 best guys. Real quick there. Man, there does feel like now he's an X Factor. He's just playing on another level. In Broncos territory. Love to get this to Brock Bowers, but we got to be very aware of number 2 over there. Pat Surtain. Gonna be able to scramble. Oh. I think we take the points here. There we go, Jamal! Ooh, that is quite a hit to the old wear and tear, though. Here we go. Good job. Darian Porter on the outside. Defense gets off the field. I don't want a quick 3 and out here, especially if our defense got to stop. Don't love Myers being the X. It's really where you want Thornton's speed, but we're going to send Thornton in motion. There's nothing there. Oh, and of course it's fumbled. I mean, yeah, damn. Nick Bonito was injured in our first matchup against the Broncos. Outstanding pass rusher. Devin White, TFL. Yeah, man, this is great defense. It won't matter, though, if we can't get a stop here. We're going to go with the... I love that. Pratt with the QB spy on Nix. Going to watch the dual threatedness. Just can't give them easy catches, man. They catch everything on all, man. Something easy, man. We got like 5 passing yards in a quarter and a half. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Throw some pancakes. Break some ankles. Ashton Jeanty is legitimately on pace for 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Oh, but a Thornton is literally a cheat code on 3rd and long. Give him a spell here. Bring in Raheem Mostert. Touchdown machine a couple years ago. for the... Oh, and he fumbles it. Oh, very lucky. I'm not gonna lie, if that would have stayed, we probably... It's cuttable. That's a cuttable offense. 3rd and goal. We'll go right to Trey Tucker. Let's go. Role player. Made the roster with an outstanding preseason. And the more ways you can contribute, you know, we'll keep adding that to the file. As they take the Devontae Smith touchdown. That's still like biased as an Eagle fan. That's still the best touchdown celebration I've ever seen. Devontae Smith, they robbed the Salvation Army bucket against the Cowboys. Oh, so sick. Well, I mean, we got to get Maxx Crosby going. We got, what, Matt Parrott at right tackle. That, with Mike McGlinchey out, needs to be a battle that we win. There we go. Nice sack. We got Jermaine Pratt. But a lot of that came from the pressure from Maxx Crosby's side. Let's see here. We'll stunt Tyree Wilson. Maxx Crosby and his X Factor. Let's take this drive over. Keep full momentum with the Raiders. And get a chance of getting some more points. There's no... just melts. Just melts your brain. I might have to, like, download every episode of this first season and see how many times after a sack the next play was a first down by the offense. Like, I'm frustrated, yes. Don't really want to speaking at a turn. Don't want to, inflate the numbers. It has to be 75% of the time with this defense. Now, is it Madden? Is it my defense? It's not a particularly high. It's probably a balance of both. But it's absolutely insane that I can't get excited when you get a big sack because you know the next play, 75% of the time, is going to negate that sack. Like, that's what I need when I'm looking towards this draft. And when we look on the defense side of the ball, I need to find guys that on 3rd and 15 plus can fucking know where the sticks are at and get a stop. Let's do it again. Clock is a-ticking. And we'll get spick out. It's Devin White! Off the street. Hasn't been used all year. There's one guy. Shout out to that one guy that said, hey, where's Devin White? I think it might have been on X. That's for you. That one play. Devin White, baby. I mean, that was pretty easy. But in the context of this, Tyler Boyd has the most receiving touchdowns in the league. And our backup line, oh, that's sick. Oh, no. No. I mean, I got him. Right? You can't do that. It's going to work. They don't learn. Yeah, rookie on rookie. Yeah, you got a 1st-round pick on a 5th-round pick. Are you not watching tape? Have you not looked at the stat sheet? I'm going to take that every time. Oh, big TFL. Who else? Devin White. Let's go, Devin White. Big TFL. He might get a breakout scenario before Jamal Adams did. Ooh, that's a little stanky leg there by Cortland Sutton. Damn it. I've backed up after a penalty. Denver Broncos. How about you can't? No! Oh, man. That's just... You know what I will say right now? In the midst of being incredibly frustrated, is at least they're throwing the football downfield. The amount of times that we've played 6 losses this year, 6 of those 6 losses, the other team's game plan has been 5-yard passes maximum. Jeanty back out there, start the 4th quarter. Don't love the fact he wasn't on the field the whole 3rd quarter. Because he literally just does stuff like this. Where it's, like, oh, see ya. Go a little stiff arm there on PS2. Who's that? Who just fucking hawked? Yep. Yep, raise his head. Better luck next game, I guess. We got to be perfect. We got to be perfect to win offensively. And outside of Ashton Jeanty, we haven't been. Jacoby Myers right over the middle. Okay, might be able to get something quick here. Offside, it's good. Decline it. Mostert in again, dude. Where is... I mean, hey, touchdown's a touchdown. A little concerned with Jeanty and his availability right now. There's no injury. One stop would be preferable. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, you know, I'm jealous. I wish we could run routes like that, where it's just throw it over the linebacker's head because there's no one there at the second level. Must be nice. Honestly, well, I mean, we just saw Drew Sanders will out-jump Brock Bowers at the point of the football. So, maybe we just need more dudes like that, I guess. Man, I mean, Drew Sanders, huh? That guy... PS2 needs to worry. They might have a new corner one in Denver. Look at the vert on this guy, man. Just out jumping Thornton. Like tracking that like he is. Gronk. Who put Gronklin in 41 on the Broncos defense? Well, you know, it is what it is. I'll say right now, I appreciate Denver. Not just throwing the 5-yard passes every single time. At least they challenge us down deep. But just too much stuff went against us in this one. Mistakes. And we already know. We have to play perfect offensively. Like Geno Smith has to go 3 touchdowns minimum. No picks. 75, 80% completion percentage. Because there's just no other way that we can compete when we know our defense is going to allow the other quarterbacks to go for about 90% completion percentage every single game. Yeah, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. Bo Nix, 2 and 2 for Geno. That's as far as you need to know. Jeanty was awesome, but rarely on the field. Don't know. I mean, after that 92-yard run, like, did that just like destroy his cardio for the game? I mean, Thornton got his, which was sick. Brock Bowers had a pretty good showing defensively. Devin White stood out. Have to get him on the field a little bit more. That was very impressive. But, I mean, Maxx Crosby is going up against a backup tackle all game. You got, 2 pressures? It's just not good enough. Not good enough for a team that needs to play perfect to make the playoffs. Silver lining from that win is pretty much all our offensive line and Geno Smith get an upgrade. Things don't get any easier. We get the defending Super Bowl champions on the road. So let's see what we got for our matchup here. They don't think their linebackers can hang. Play action. We get +3 play action and juke move for our running backs. So you don't think Zach Bond and Jihad Campbell. It's that's a hot take. But get 175 pass yards with 75 rush yards. Win the game. Kind of doable. Winning the game is probably the hardest part of that. So I'm going for this week. Jeanty is resting. I need him on the field for, he might need to get 25 carries here today. Let's go, Lincoln Financial Field. This is probably do or die. If we're going to make the playoffs, we got to beat the defending champs on the road. Last time we had a game like this, it was against Kansas City Chiefs on the road, and we might have played our best game all year long. So let's see it. Brock. Yeah. See, look at that. Zadarius Smith. How the Eagles get him? 3rd and long. Yeah, you can't. Again, barges are so thin, you can't miss a wide open Brock Bowers at the sticks. They won't. Jalen Hurts won't. Oh, man, I love the confidence. Richard is playing like a man possessed. But what do you do on 3rd down? That is the staple of our team. We got a tough matchup. Anytime we use our Maxx Crosby, he's going up against the best tackle in football, Lane Johnson. We get the pressure on Hurts, and the defense shockingly gets off the field. Interesting play, like a screen to Tuck. Okay. I like it. Picasso. Brock Bowers at the stick. Something easy. Not going to challenge him deep. Or maybe we do. And it is Jacoby Myers. And the Raiders shockingly with an early lead on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs. What a drive by Geno Smith. It's a little late to be trying to find our identity. Well, I'm just going to see if it works. Because, like, we probably play 80-20 zone right now. And maybe, I mean, I don't know. Now we're just seeing this. But maybe man's what we need. That was short-lived. That is a Heisman Trophy winning wide receiver. There we go. You can't, you know, you can only contain him for so long before the beast heats up. We shallow cross. I think that's Thornton that goes underneath. Brock Bowers right in the mid of the end zone. I'm going to put Jeanty in pass pro. Let's go. Monster. Give him, I mean, he might win the MVP. And I got to run man every play. Got to do it. Just for research purposes. Oh, and then you get fucking Koontz on Devontae Smith. It's my fault. You got to run man every play. Yeah, it's just not fair sometimes, man. I mean, hey, get it. Game. I know our place in the food chain. You don't need to. You can just ask us politely to like not compete for the playoffs in year one. You don't have to, you know, force us and smash our face and spit in our face. We know, okay? I can take the hint. And spin. Everyone just get. Yeah. Is that OP? Do I gotta be using the spin move more? Right there. Let's go. A little bit of something. Maybe. Maybe a pulse. Defense needs to, you know, I don't think Jalen Hurts has an incompletion yet. But Geno ain't going down without a fight. Brock Bowers, good grab on the weak link of the defense, Julian Blackmon. Not even on the Eagles. They made a trade for that. They would have had Makuba out there. Probably a pick. Oh, okay. Well, that's very easy. Yo, tight ends are having a day. Michael Mayer. And it is Brock Bowers brings it in. It is a one-score deficit for the Vegas Raiders here in the fourth quarter. I hate to say I'm picking up my boy Cooper Eugene, but he's having a rough go today. Let's go. Oh. Look at that. Ignore Jalen Hurts' stat line, please. It's like a long, like, this is probably game. Come on. Come on, Jamal. He went backwards. 4th and 2. Timeout. Oh. Tush push it. Try and tush push. See what happens. Yes! Let's go, Darnay Holmes. Got Raheem Mostert out there. Again, where's Jeanty? Good gain of 8. Myers in motion. Got him. Drop. Just instant drop. Instant drop. See, I need... I already tell you, right, that play right there is like what adjustment needs to be made for the next title update, because that just doesn't happen for the CPU. And if that did happen, I think this would be maybe one of the best gameplay Maddens of all time. But because it's a fucking one-way street on that bullshit drop. There we go. Woohoo! We ain't killing us yet. We ain't dead yet. Thornton on a slant. I can only imagine what the wear and tear is right now for Geno Smith. I'm probably at like 70 throw power at this point. He feels so slow. But we'll keep going to Brock Bowers. 11 catches, 204 yards. Clock's ticking. We cannot give the Eagles any time. They've had, what, 2 already insta scores to Devontae Smith. There we go. Okay, now we'll use our timeout. We'll go verticals, but the play is to get to Thornton. Thornton or Bowers. Thornton or Bowers. Maybe even Jeanty. Thornton! Diving touchdown! I'm going for 2. We're going to win it or lose it. I am not going to overtime. Levels out. I mean, this still might not even be it. But we are going to... Come on. Ah! I mean, has the e-books been working? Nope. No such thing as a good loss, but I'm proud of our guys on that one. I think it was the right call to go for the win. We're just you know, let's look at Jalen Hurts' stat line. I think Geno had a hell of a stat line. It's probably more impressive what Geno did against maybe the best defense in the NFL. But, you know, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Jalen Hurts, both quarterbacks played out of their minds. No run game. Shout out Brock Bowers. With that, huge Praetorians, we get 2 upgrade points for Brock Bowers. Put them both into the scheme fit here. Possession upgrade. Just because, you know, why not? What better time than now? Hell of a game. Ooh, a great opportunity here. I'm going to blame the coordinator. Very stupid. Very stupid to say, hey, let's pick on their linebackers. They're very good linebackers. Bad matchup. Now, from this point, we can get a look at the final 3 games of the regular season. We get the Texans, we get the Giants, and the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know what we're going to get, probably in the Texans and Chiefs matchup. Giants might be our last kind of, like, that's a dub. As it relates to the playoffs, we're not mathematically eliminated, but it's not. I'm going to imagine if we lose this game, we will be. And if that's the case, we'll pick up the pace, because week 17 and 18 are kind of just pad your stat territory. But, you know, same being said, we can get 9 wins. And as of right now, 9 wins could hypothetically win the AFC West still. Also paying attention to the stats for whatever it's worth, especially because it's in the division. Khalil Mack has officially set, with 3 games to go, a new single-season sack record. All right, we got a 3rd down. I'm not going to go strictly man defense like we did against the Eagles. I feel like that was a little too much. All or nothing. But also, how did that happen? That was Jamal Adams. There's no way that was my guy with Jamal Adams. But Brock Bowers had over 200 yards against the Philadelphia Eagles. And he wants a whole lot more. As it looked like it was probably unlikely for him to hit 1,000 yards this season. And he's kind of changing that. And on the 1-yard line, I think we know what we need. I really want to get J.J. Pegues into the Pro Bowl. I think if we could pad his rushing numbers, especially in the touchdown department, look at the swag. Big, sexy. And we are tied with the Texans. Hey, there we go, Adam Butler. I think that's his 8th sack of the almost double digits for the man who had massive shoes to fill to start this season, taking over for Christian Wilkins. CJ Stroud's limping. There we go. Sniff that one out. Palomile, and that is another get off the field from the defense. Here we go, Raheem. One to miss. He's old, but he can make plays. And 3 in field goal range again. We've been marching the football here, up and down. Against a pretty good defense. Jeanty back on the field. Love seeing that. We're going to go right here to Jacoby Myers. And set up a goal to go. Very efficient first half from Geno Smith. Thornton, Tucker. One of those two will get open. And oh, there we go. Dante Thornton continues a potential all-time rookie wide receiver season. Gets on the score sheet. All right, 3rd and 8. Another 3rd down. This has been... Where's this been? Huh? There we go. Up the field. Oh, no. No. We botched that. Oh, we might be able to get to a playoff. Come on, Brock. Corner of the end zone. Let's go. Geno Smith is cooking. The defense is cooking. 0's on the clock. That's sick. We needed that. Brock Bowers, literally, he's pulling his own Ashton Jeanty, Michael Myers right there. We'll just go right there to Tucker. Gain of 15. Geno. Got that third eye right now. He can't miss. Jay. Piggies will not be stopped. And the Texans, the playoff-bound Texans, are shell-shocked right now as the Raiders are fighting for their playoff lives. Oh, there we go. Jack Betch, the rookie at a TCU. That is his first professional grab. Let's go, kid. Big season for him next year. They weren't ready, man. They thought this was going to be a layup. They didn't know that, I guess Oh, he jumped down! Oh! He just jumped over 2 people! That is the best player in this game, Dante Thornton. Give me a replay. Let me see that. Come on. Again, we get the celly. He just jumped 2 human beings. When he accepts Offensive Rookie of the Year, when he accepts Wide Receiver of the Year, when he accepts League MVP this season, that's the play. All right, best drive the Texans have had, but at this point, it's kind of garbage time, right? Oh, come on, La Lulu, or whatever the hell your name is. Fumble! Oh, dude, this is just when it rains, it pours. Richardson, our big brain move to put at corner. One of the best tackling corners in the league. Michael Mayer. You know, it honestly feels like the last time we had a game this good is when we were playing the Chiefs. Blue belt to ass performance where, you know what? We have to win out. I appreciate the fellas playing like this. But it won't mean much if this was all of our good luck. We cashed in all of our good play, and then the final 2 games of the year are stinkers. Great week for the offensive line and Thornton with the upgrades off that Texans win. Now, actually, it's some pretty interesting draft news. Here in Week 17, we got Dwayne Hillis, won running back of the year. Jermaine Johnson, wide receiver, wins FCS player of the year. But look at this. Even with Geno playing out of his mind right now, we still need to think about quarterback. And Kyle Clary, quarterback, wins the Heisman Trophy. So he is a quarterback that we have kind of focused in on here. And he is one of the best looking ones as a legitimate first-round talent. As we have almost 100% scouted. 3 accuracies in the A's. Deep accuracies, a B. Potentially elite throw power. Could be one to watch come draft time. But we say all that like Geno Smith just hasn't eclipsed 40 touchdowns on the year, breaking his previous single season record by 8 and we still have 2 games to play. And playoffs are still mathematically, we're there, right? 8 wins is the cutoff right now. 9 wins is the ceiling of the AFC West. But we have, if we win, and maybe the Chiefs lose this week, we have that Week 18 game against the Chiefs that could be for the division. Like, everything's still to play for. We cannot lose to the Giants. But there you go. There's another added to the information of a big sack followed up by just a terrible, like, they're going to get all the yards back play. And what are we talking about here? Come on, man. There's just... Oh, let's get PBU! Let's go! Bend, don't break. Now, this is a team I don't know what to expect defensively. I think on paper, Giants have a pretty sick defense. And it's been, obviously, not a great couple weeks for Jeanty, where really his stat line looks a lot like that versus, you know, what he has done as an all-world rookie earlier in the year. And we're going to be running into a very good front. Let's go, Tuck. Come on, really? Linebacker hawking us on that one. Oh, that is a brutal drop. 26, is that a running back? Hey, come on, blockers! When in doubt, go to Brock Bowers. 3rd and 3. Go back to Bowers. Nope. Had a feeling, man. We used just all of our good vibes against the Texans. There we go. Bring the blitz. We've done a relatively good job stalling them out on 3rd down. Might lose your rushing crown with the way that we're playing these last couple weeks. Didn't even go where I want the ball to go. It's Okereke again. On a wild over... we weren't even pressured. He's right there, 89. Can we hold him to another field goal attempt? We gotta watch the spike. What happens, man, is I feel like when I take away the tight end, that's when he wants to scramble. That's exactly what's been happening. I'm noticing the pattern. And they're going to go for their sick and tired of taking field goals, which works for us. Chance to get a turnover on downs. Oh, and it's... Oh, the fullback. It's the Canadian Theo Johnson, first touchdown for the... And we're getting smashed and rolled by the Giants, who, I mean, judging by their record, we're both 7-8. They could be the same thing in the NFC side, just fighting for their playoff lives. I think we got to go for this. 4th and 2. Well, we have 1 first down in the first half. We got to. Okay, so like, Y's not jump anymore, right? When did that happen? When did Y button become, like, usually the guy move 5 yards? Y needs to be jump ball. It was in the last 30 Maddens. Y was jump to get that. Hurdle, no. Defense. Why? SWAT! Why? LB defensive. Is that what I need? Defensive assist? There we go. Bring him out. Like, that's the 5th, 6th big play that I've given up where I'm just there hitting Y like I was supposed to. Let's go, Mad Max. X Factor, 3rd and goal. Hold new field goal. Nope. All right, just wide open. Yeah, let's not cover the 6'9" Darnell Washington. There we go. Finally a play that reminds us the Giants are the Giants. Just gonna rely on our heavy hitters. We'll go Thornton slant because we're desperate. Let's go. Desperate times call for do what we got to do. We need, man. This is a hot start to the second half. As long as the defense doesn't keep self-sabotage and almost feel like they're like, yeah, we're losing this game. We're just gonna, don't want to make the playoffs this year. We want to improve our draft position. That's how our defense played in the first half. That last drive where they get their touchdown. So, as long as they don't play like that no more, any points here would be good. There we go. Karaki. Don't like to wish injury on anyone, but he has 2 picks today, so it's good to get him out of the game. Oh, doesn't matter. I mean, we're very lucky that that's not also another pick. Take the points. Let's go, Bad Max. We've got sack 15. His goal was 18. It felt like we were going to smash that goal, and the sacks, unfortunately, have dried up a little bit. But this is where we have just all year consistently given up a first down off a sack. 3rd and 17. I'm not even going to use it or anything. Defensive assist. Oh, it worked! Left bumper. Okay. Sick. We got a great chance here on 3rd and 5. Bend, don't break. Probably need a stop here, all things considered. Have enough time to do what we need to do. We're going to watch the screen. And it's, Malik Neighbors against, sub 70 overall corner. I mean, we may not, even if we want to make the playoffs. Now we don't even have a chance. We get Kansas City to wrap up the year. I mean, at this point, it's, let's let Geno kind of finish out a career year. We have a bunch of young studs playing out of their minds. There's plenty of positives, but I just knew as soon as we smashed the Texans that we were going to follow it up with an absolute stinker. The same way when we beat the Chiefs, we followed up by losing what? We lost to the Jags and Titans like 2 bottom dwellers. Case in point, beating 11-win Texans, lose to the freaking Giants. Although we got an upgrade here from Porter, who's now going to end his rookie campaign as at least in 80 overall. And we broke a record for Thornton, broke season record for receiving touchdowns. That's got to be a rookie record. He gets another upgrade. We're going to put that right into deep threat, and we're going to go double check exactly what record we just broke, which I think that's what it is. Maybe not. 17. So we got 1486 and 17. We tied it. We're at 1408, and so we need, we'll call it 100 yards and 1 touchdown for Thornton to have the all-time greatest rookie receiving season. Doable. Especially if you just say, screw it, we're going against the Chiefs. Let's just force feed it. Let's pad our stats. And our plan worked. By giving Pegues the red zone touches, he has made the Pro Bowl and in turn got almost 8,000 XP, which is going to go a long way to correcting what is a terrible fullback rating for a guy that was a great fullback in college. And I would say silver lining is no matter if we won out or not, the Chiefs would have locked down the division. And, I mean, 9 wins might not have even got us into the playoffs in hindsight. So it's less painful looking at the overall AFC standings right now. All right, we know what we need to do in this game. Either play spoiler the Chiefs. I think sweeping the Chiefs would be an impressive record. But ultimately, 100 yards and a touchdown for Thornton. All right, good job. Run defense. I mean, everyone's checked out, I guess. We're already on vacation. Let's go. 100 yards and a touchdown. We can do it. 3rd and 10 will go slant. Oh, you're going to press us. Okay. record. There's one. I want two. But with that grab, Dante Thornton, now all-time single-season rookie receiving touchdown record with 18. And he's so good. That man, monster. Wow. 3rd and 6, trying to respond. Again, we want to play spoiler real bad. Thornton. Want him to get his numbers real bad. But I mean, sometimes you just got to take the bait and get baited by the safety. Defense, we all know they kind of suck. But Maxx Crosby needs one more sack to get his goal of 18 on the year. Should be a nice XP boost, I imagine, if we can hit that. So that's something we're looking for. We need about 50 more yards for Thornton, one more sack for Crosby, and it'd be nice to stop throwing picks. Because that's all that matters for me. Playing on all Madden. I dream of seasons with sub-double-digit picks, and we had that forever with Geno. Until we did. There's a second touchdown for Xavier Worthy. Jesus Christ. I think almost at this point, once we get the yards for Thor, we just sim this one out. This is pathetic. We'll just, just push him into the end zone. No worries. Just what is his stat line? Okay, 4 touchdowns and counting. Cool. Oh my God! End the season. Just end it. Here we go. Legend, all-time rookie yards and touchdown leader. Ignore the scoreline. All right, never mind then. I think that's 6 touchdowns for fucking Mahomes. Well, that one's over. We had 1 goal. Get a record. That's exactly what we got as we end start this episode with a chance of making the playoffs. End this episode looking like the worst team in the league. And we get the 1 sack from Maxx Crosby, giving him 18, which was his season goal. Now, if you want to know something that grinds my gears, Thornton breaks the record. Right, we'll go right here and make him an 80 overall scheme fit. We just did a rebuild with the Cleveland Browns. Okay? With the Browns, we had Dylan Sampson, rookie starting running back, and he broke 1,000 yards rushing and 10 rushing touchdowns. Great rookie season. But off of those 2 goals alone, he had 50,000 XP. We come in and break the record and make a Pro Bowl, and we get 5,000 XP. It's almost like it needs to be reversed. Like, I feel like those big 22, 23, 24,000 XP goals needs to be for breaking records. Like, there's no way that's scaled correctly. So we finish our first year with the Vegas Raiders 7-10. We have the number 1 offense, number 2 pass offense, top 10 rush offense, maybe the worst defense in the league. And I think our rush defense is only so good because our pass defense is so bad, teams just don't run the football against us. For our coach rating, we have approval of 64%, which is pretty good, all things considered. I also think, in hindsight, if we won every game this episode, we still wouldn't have made the playoffs. So that makes it a lot less painful, if I'm being honest with you. 10-7 for the Titans. They were the last team to sneak in. We have the rightful, back-to-back, Brock Bowers last year. Credit to him. And then Thornton for yards and touchdown catches in all-time rookie season. We had our sit down here with Maxx Crosby. And we hit on the dot the 18 sacks. And then he got himself 4,500 XP. Is that all we get for a full season goal, huh? We'll take it. Look at the rest of our team. Geno Smith went 2nd in yards, 3rd in touchdowns. I'm most disappointed, about the picks, dude. We had him at, we were 20, low 20s for passing touchdowns and had 3 picks. And then, 14 is still not a lot by my standard, usually on all Madden, especially year 1 on bad teams. I'm thinking back with the Cardinals franchise, we were well into the 20s with Kyler Murray. I think back with the Panthers franchise, We had Baker Mayfield was our year one quarterback. Remember when he was on the Panthers? That was definitely a 20-plus pick year. So I'm overall very happy. The offensive production has been elite, and our turnovers could be worse, even though they should have been better. Maybe my biggest bummer is Jeanty, dude. We literally could not run the football. His wear and, it's maybe that's the value of having wear and tear. We got to see it firsthand. You can't just force feed your best player, even though, yes, he was incredible. Even though that stat line alone, 1,500 rush yards, 11 touchdowns. You know the fact he also had 59 catches, 680 receiving yards, and another 3. So he finished with 14 touchdowns, well over 2,000 yards from scrimmage for a rookie. That is an all-time S tier. He might still win Offensive Rookie of the Year type year. Like this episode, we must have averaged 40-some rushing yards a game with him. And a lot of it is to do with the fact that the wear and tear just got built up. And we had a lot of Raheem Mostert. He just couldn't get him on the field. Didn't want to succumb him to injury or anything like that. And I think it is kind of impressive when all is said and done that he played all 17 games this year, even though, this episode in particular, he was off the field a lot. Shout out Pegues making the Pro Bowl at fullback. I love seeing that. Receiving, the greatest rookie receiving season. 90 catches, 1,500 yards, and 18 touchdowns for Dante Thornton Jr., a.k.a. the human highlight reel, a.k.a. cheat code, a.k.a. Megatron 2.0. Very happy that we got Brock Bowers over 1,000 yards. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. All reliable. Jeanty was an absolute weapon. Jacoby Myers, I think we're going to let him walk because we have Jack Betch, who's almost an 80 overall, and he didn't play this year. He's ready. And we're going to have to save salary cap a little, but he was solid. Trey Tucker got going a little bit today. I'm happy that he's on the team. We got Michael Mayer, great tight end too. You can never have enough depth, especially in the wear and tear era here in Madden. My plan is to keep him and Bowers as long as we financially can. On a blocking standpoint, even the sack, that's good. Usually we have I remember Turnstile Taylor Moton with our Panthers franchise. He gave up 30 sacks. 6 for a rookie Grant. 5 for the rookie Rogers. That right-hand side of the offensive line was what was very concerning to us. Colt Miller only gave up 2 sacks the whole year. Now, it would be nice to, have the shutout pitched, but generally speaking, those are outstanding sacks allowed numbers. Defensively, Jermaine Pratt, 141 tackles. 115 Jamal Adams, 110 for Jeremy Chin. Look at the TFL numbers, fellas. 36 for Maxx Crosby, 27 Jamal Adams, 22 Jermaine Pratt, 21 Adam Butler, and then we get Tyree Wilson, Fotu, Chin, Holmes, and Laulu, all double digits. On the sacks front, 18 sacks for Maxx Crosby, hitting his goal with the final game of the season. We got 8 sacks Adam Butler, 7.5 Jamal Adams, 4 for Fotu, 4 for Laulu, 3 from Chin. I would say definitely disappointing. It would be nice to have another partner in crime with Mad Max for our pass rush. But those are, I think you throw the TFL numbers in there as well. Very happy with that. Our picks, 4 picks, Jamal Adams. This is a guy that was out of the league. This is a guy that looked like he might not ever play again. And then all it took was Pete Carroll and then us inheriting Pete Carroll's roster say, hey, you're going to play linebacker. And he has, did he make the Pro Bowl? I'll be very shocked if he didn't. Yeah, he did, right there. Another Pro Bowl, 4 Pro Bowls. Absolutely earned it. And I think that that's going to be something that maybe we value going into free agency. Do we try to, even so, we saw Devin White, we had to come out and play. The land of the misfit toys. Guys that were good, that everyone think is washed. Are the Raiders the team that's going to give these guys a chance? Maybe. Even, our field goal game was on point. 86%, we'll take that. Our punt game, 24 total punts. Almost half those were in the 20, even though we only had, I think, 1 or 2 official gongs on the season. Our punter was outstanding. Quickly, an idea of the sim stats where we had. No one went for 5,000. Bro was so close. Geno Smith. Everything there's kind of checking out. I'm pretty sure Mahomes, 43 touchdowns to 1 pick, is going to cakewalk to MVP. 48 touchdowns for Josh Allen was first. Geno Smith with 42. Also, in terms of the guys in this area code, far the most interceptions, which kind of sucks. But Joe Burrow there, 41 touchdowns for Bo Nix. Matt Stafford, Jalen Hurts both had really, really strong seasons. Now, the inverse of that, Justin Fields, not super hot. Kyler Murray, Cam Ward, J.J. McCarthy, Anthony Richardson, all these guys kind of struggled. Rushing, Saquon Barkley leads the league, 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns for CMC. That's cool. I'm happy for him. I'm a CMC fan. Jeanty there, third place, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Derrick Henry right in the mix. Yeah, maybe, there could be a couple more 1,000-yard runners. Jonathan Taylor under 1,000. Gibbs under 1,000. But look, he missed, 2 games. That would have been the difference maker. Only played 15 games this year. Leading league in rushing touchdowns is Christian McCaffrey with 18. Receiving, Puka Nacua gets the receiving crown over Thornton. Thornton takes Nakua's rookie records. So, we'll take that for whatever it is. Jamar Chase over 1,000. You got Devontae Smith, Amon-Ra's up there. You still get your occasional kind of breakout. What the hell? Like Khalil Shakir, probably slot. Michael Wilson in the slot. You got CD. You got A.J. Brown. Love seeing both the Eagles receivers go over 1,000 yards. Tyler Boyd had 24 receiving touchdowns. Rashee Rice with 23, which is absolutely insane. Is Michael Mayer the only tight end with over 1,000 yards? 92 catches, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns for Michael Mayer. And look at that. No other tight ends. Gronklin was the second best. And I'm not, I believe it. That is very much. Mike Evans keeps his 1,000-yard streak alive. Good for him. But yeah, look at that. 24 touchdowns, Tyler Boyd. 23 Rashee Rice. 20 for Khalil Shakir. Huh. Did any lineman give you the whole year without giving up a sack? That started. Luke Wattenberg, the center for the Broncos, is the only player. Good for him. Defensively, Jermaine Pratt led the NFL in tackles. Holy Khalil Mack, 30 and a, you got just glitch numbers. But he's, good for him, I guess. 30 and a half. 20 and a half for TJ Watt. 19 and a half Myles Garrett. Parson with 19. Hutch and Crosby there with 18. But I bet you they don't got the TFL numbers like we do. So that's sick. For the picks front, 7 picks for Darius Williams. 6 for Deron Bland. All right. Yearly awards, Patrick Mahomes is MVP. But more importantly, shout out Geno Smith for getting an invite at number 8. Also, Khalil Mack at number 10. That's, still slapping. If you got 30 and a half sacks, you're probably, top 3 for MVP, if not winning. But also when Mahomes has 42, 43 touchdowns to 1 pick, that probably will still trump a 30-sack season. But would it? I don't know. Who would you say? Put in the comments. Mahomes or Khalil Mack for MVP? Dave Canales is Coach of the Year, and no love for Pat Phoenix. I think Pat Phoenix should have made the short list here. In the AFC, Offensive Player of the Year goes to Tyler Boyd. Dante Thornton coming in at number 3. Ashton Jeanty at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year, runaway, is Khalil Mack. Maxx Crosby there, runner-up. Jamal Adams at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dante Thornton beats his teammate Ashton Jeanty for the outright award. You got Shedeur Sanders there as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Shamar Stewart of the Bengals. Best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Shout out Geno Smith, number 6. Best running back goes to Ashton Jeanty, the hardware. We don't need the awards because we already got the X Factor, but that's pretty sick as a rookie with Derrick Henry in your conference. You get that award. Best wide receiver goes to Tyler Boyd. Thornton coming in number 4. I think that's kind of dogging him a little bit, but Tyler Boyd did have 20-plus touchdowns, so it kind of is what it is. Lineman of the Year goes to Quinn Meinerz of the Denver Broncos. Shout out my backup tackle. This whole thing's just probably bugged, right? There's no way. Cole Miller makes sense. Meredith barely played, and Glaze barely played. D-line of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. Maxx Crosby at number 2. Linebacker of the Year goes to Jamal Adams. That could be a superstar, Dev. Oh, baby. Jermaine Pratt also making the top 10. We got him a brand new contract. And with him leading the league in tackles, there is a very legitimate chance that both Pratt and Adams are superstar linebackers at the end of the year, while also probably facing some sort of overall regression. DB of the Year goes to Denzel Ward. Kicker of the year goes to Chris Boswell. Carlson at number 3. So as we can see, Tyler Boyd now has the single-season touchdown record. Good for him. And Khalil Mack with the single-season sack record. Also this season, Matt Stafford with 562 passing yards set a new single-game pass yard record with the Rams. We're going to get right to the end of the year, so here is a big look at the playoff bracket. I'll move the webcam out of the way here so we can see the bottom bracket. In terms of, like, surprise, I think Titans being the 6 seed is an absolute shocker. I think the Carolina Panthers being the 2 seed is an absolute shocker. Everything else tracks. You know, the Patriots could be a fringe playoff team this year. Into the second round, pretty much everyone as expected moved on. Very close match between the Bengals and Patriots. Bengals win. Very close match between the Chiefs and Titans, but the Chiefs win. And the 4-5 matchup, that would be so fun as a neutral, seeing the Bills and the Ravens go out in the first round. And this time it's Lamar Jackson getting like a meaningful playoff win, which is sick for him. I was kind of hoping on the other side, the NFC side, we'd see a little Cinderella run from the Panthers, but they trip up first round against the Niners. The Eagles dispose of the Bucks, which is a very tough matchup for my Eagles. And then we have the Detroit Lions defeating the Seahawks, who are also, you know, relatively a surprise playoff team considering Sam Darnold's their quarterback. Championship weekend is set as the Ravens and the Bengals move on. In the AFC side, the Chiefs no longer in contention for Super Bowl. It's always weird to say that. In the NFC side, I don't know if anyone is stopping Stafford and the Rams. The 1 seed, they just demolished the 49ers in a nice rivalry game, with the Eagles squeaking past the Detroit Lions, setting up 2 sick championship weekend games. The Super Bowl has been set, and from a neutral standpoint, the Ravens and the Eagles, that would be, you know, as an Eagle fan, that's a game I'd want to see. That was probably my favorite regular season game last year when Philly went on the road and played the Baltimore Ravens. Happy for Lamar Jackson to go to the Super Bowl, and can the Philadelphia Eagles at least continue in my Madden world to be a dynasty. Quick look at the Pro Bowl. Kind of, I mean, it's the nature when you have Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes in your vision, but it did feel weird that Geno Smith didn't make, you know, Geno Smith probably would be the second quarterback in the NFC side. But Ashton Jeanty is the starting running back in the Pro Bowl. J.J. Pegues starting fullback in the Pro Bowl. Thornton is wide receiver 2. Brock Bowers is tight end 1. Maxx Crosby is pass rush 1. Jamal Adams there, middle linebacker. Love seeing that. I think Jermaine Pratt could have made the Pro Bowl off of his season. All right, sick. We also have a little coach wants to talk to me. Seeing everyone celebrating this week, I was hoping to look back at all the great performances this year. I've never actually seen this scenario. Geno Smith had an incredible year, and I'd like to do something special for him. Okay. Okay, yes. He does deserve recognition. I want him to be flashy, something he can flex, show off to the guys. Get 4,500 XP. What are you going to do? What is this scenario? Okay, I'm not going to hit A, because sometimes I hit A and you just skip the whole cutscene. Oh, I love that. Just, there's no, okay, cool. It's a mystery. It's like, all right, we got Geno Smith, a BBL transplant. Pretty sick way to end the season with both Thornton and Jeanty getting even more upgrade points. Most importantly for Thornton, as we will upgrade Playmaker once, and we'll go Deep Threat once, and we'll bring him up to a base 86 overall. You can already see it next to his overall. We hit the dev trait in season to make him a superstar. And off of a record-breaking Offensive Rookie of the Year campaign, rightfully so, we end with 2 rookie superstar X Factors. Thornton and Jeanty. You pair that with Brock Bowers. The future is so bright for the Vegas Raiders. Now, I guess the question actually is, you know, what kind of abilities should... I'm going to get to this. I'm going to finish this video with breaking news. So here at the end of the year, the Super Bowl goes to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson ends a potential Eagles dynasty, at least this season, as they win 35-29 with Derrick Henry, Super Bowl MVP. As far as retires go, we only had 1 with Raheem Mostert leaving, and that now opens up a potential need for the roster to get a real nice RB2. Outside of that, we have some legends retiring. Joe Tooney, Stephon Gilmore, Shaq Barrett. The great Jordan Poyer, shout out Rachel Bush, and Levante David. Calais Campbell, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he already retired. Khalil Mack just decides to shatter the sack record with 30 and a half, and then like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out. Travis Kelce retires this year after 13 seasons. It's gonna be good not having to go against that twice a year. Von Miller retires after 15 years. Thought he was on the Commanders, must have got traded. The great Bobby Wagner, probably first ballot Hall of Famer, retires. Keenan Allen, who's not on the Chargers, retires. Actually, I think I started this franchise before he signed there. But another guy, is he a Hall of Famer? Probably Hall of Very Good. Still an awesome player. Legend. First ballot Hall of Famer. Wow, Kirk Cousins gone. Kirko. And Russ, another guy in that. Does he get the Hall of Fame? I feel like he's one of those guys not first ballot, but eventually will get in. Oh, the White Lords Taylor! Dennis Gardeck retires. Wow, brutal role for the Rams as Matt Stafford, in a season that he breaks the single-game passing record, retires. I think Hall of Famer. Havenstein's great. Devontae Adams, another legend. Maybe first ballot Hall of Famer for sure getting in. And Darius Williams led the league in picks, retires. DeAndre Hopkins goes. This is such a savage retirement period. Cam Jordan, Taysom Hill, Demario Davis are gone. Cooper Kupp's gone after 9 years. That's pretty early. That's a surprising one. Cam Hayward's gone. Big Play Slay's gone. Bobby Trees. Zach Ertz, another guy, probably Hall of Really Good. And lastly, the great Harrison Smith retires. So we haven't really had to discuss a whole lot about abilities. Like, we haven't really got much in terms of meta. I do think we're at a spot right now where, with our 200 points, we max out scouts on it because we're going to want that locked in as soon as possible next season. Like, you want to get that early so that we can have 5 tier 3 scouts. I also think maybe going into training camp, it might be worse to have camp counselor fully leveled up so that we can get that 5% boost to dev trade upgrades. But I think big picture, with how bad our defense is, realistically, we should be in the market for a new defensive coordinator. So Roy Walker, get the hell off my team. And what kind of coaches are available? At minimum, I want someone that's a higher level than level 10. We have Emmanuel Ortega, who's level 11. So, like, technically that's it. We got Pete. We can bring back Pete? You got Jonathan Gannon. Absolutely not. That guy's an absolute rat. We got Raheem Morris. I wish I could see their scheme. You got Kellen Moore there for an offensive coordinator if we wanted to. I do kind of like, you know what? I'm going to say this. I do like just the idea of having real coordinators if I can. So I think I'm going to do that. Offensively, give me Kellen Moore. Yes. Defensively, you know what? Hey, let's bring in Pete. Plus, he's level 25. But yeah, let's bring him in. That is a great new look coaching staff for Pat Phoenix going into year 2 of this rebuild. So the last thing we need to do is look at our dev traits. We knew that Thornton and Jeanty were X factors. We did not know that Geno Smith, who we still have every intention of replacing him with a quarterback in the first round, maybe even trading up, which is still the smart thing to do with a 35-year-old quarterback. But I got to put at least a C on his chest. Geno Smith with 40 touch. I mean, just absolutely earned it, man. He played well, and even though we're getting murdered with regression, I take that back. I walk back murder. That's reasonable regression. And a lot of times, like this was last year's game, he'd be losing like minus 10 throw power and just completely making him unusable. Those ones there, I mean, the minus 3 short accuracy probably is the most painful loss. But, you know, another year of Geno, or if we do kind of like the Geno Smith veteran, because I do believe he has the mentorship tag, right? Yeah, he does. So, like, he's going to be able to mentor whatever quarterback we end up bringing in next season. So that's awesome. So that's the offense. I think overall picture on the offense going into the offseason, we're going to let Jacoby Myers walk, so it's going to be a year for Jack Betch. I think it needs probably a backup running back. would be interesting, especially with the wear and tear and how much we miss Jeanty a little bit down the stretch. We need a successor for Geno Smith, be it drafting a quarterback early, finding a stud, our developmental option. Like, hey, as we go to the defense, I think there's plenty of opportunities to find these players that are miscasts and give them a chance, like Jamal Adams, who's now a superstar to have after winning linebacker of the year. Love seeing that. Adam Butler goes from normal up to a star dev. Darnay Holmes goes from normal up to a star dev. But point of, like, big picture, our defense was terrible. We did not make the playoffs this year because of our defense. So we're going to go into a draft needing a quarterback and then really BPA on the defensive side of the ball. That ends up being like, we have players that I think we can trust. Lealu, Fotu, Tyree Wilson made some plays. Like our linebackers, Pratt, Adams, old Devin White when he got on the field was solid. Like Palomar was solid. Richardson for a 70 overall was solid. But these guys aren't game changers. These are, underrated kind of fun players. And underrated kind of fun players are still how you end up with a 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. So I think a lot of TLC needs to be done on the defense, but pretty sick to see, just how far along we're able to develop Jamal Adams. What a success story. Butler was sick too. But the big news as we wrap up today's episode, fellas, is this video will be going up Thursday. There's a 10% chance I can't get it set up. Stay tuned on the socials. But my plan is off-season stream here on the C4 channel tomorrow night. Got the fam going away this weekend. It's Hall Pass weekend for old dad. I feel like what better way than on a Friday night do the off-season stream so that you guys can. I think that's my favorite stream to do, and I'm hoping that this one stream can maybe spark us into getting more streams going. But to have you guys help me decide where we should go free agency, any trades, who we should draft, that is one of my favorite things to do that we haven't done the last couple years. So tomorrow night, off-season stream for the Vegas Raiders. Time TBD. It's probably going to be around 8 Eastern, 8, 9 Eastern. Again, stay posted to the socials at PupXC4 on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. But we will be streaming Raiders franchise off-season. I hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed year 1 of the Vegas Raiders. And I'm excited for year number 2. Awesome, dude. We had fucking Dante Thornton jump 2 human beings in today's episode. So the future is bright for this team. I cannot wait to get to the offseason. I cannot wait to get into the draft. And I hope you guys are excited as I am. But that'll do for me today, guys. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button as we are working our way towards the goal of 200,000 subscribers here on the channel. Leave a comment. I don't know, for the algorithm. Leave a comment that you're going to be tuning in to the live stream. Leave a comment. Who was your favorite player in this year's? Because I think there's a chance. Like, everyone kind of knew Dante Thornton was going to be sick. Especially with my play style. Like, there's a chance, like, in terms of fan favorites, like, I could see it being Jamal Adams. I could see it being, Geno Smith not writing back. I'd love to hear that. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night for the live stream. It's going to be a great time. Till that time, it's Boise 4 saying peace. I love you. Have a good one.